Hello and welcome to my channel. This is AllThingsImportant89 and hopefully this is the channel that you have been waiting for. This channel is going to discuss and explore many different topics that I feel are not significantly discussed anywhere near to the level that they should be in modern Western society. The topics are going to include everything from politics, law, society, social science, history, human nature, diet and current affairs. Now, I've made this channel because I believe, certainly among my peers and the majority of people in the Western world, that we are not discussing and exploring and understanding these issues to anywhere near the capacity that I feel they should be, especially considering how central these subjects are to human life on this planet. I want the channel, therefore, to be an exploration and critique of modern Western society and politics. And I want more people to become engaged and interested in these issues. I want to examine and speak frankly about what our purpose is on this planet as humans, exploring human nature and how it relates to various subjects such as politics, morality, diet, attraction, and so forth. Some of the topics that we're going to discuss and explore include socialism, communism, left libertarianism and alternatives to capitalism, the problems with existing capitalism, why we don't have democracy in Western society, we have a humongous democratic deficit, and why capitalism and democracy are fundamentally opposed and are mutually exclusive. You cannot have both at the same time. We're going to discuss workplace democracy and worker self-management. We're going to discuss consumerism and the effects on society and the planet, the rise of corporate power, the structure of a modern private company. We're going to discuss political activism and passivism in the UK, what a sustainable economy looks like, and what social justice really looks like in a fair society. We're going to discuss participatory economics, planned economy, and common ownership of the means of production, remuneration in a capitalist system compared to remuneration in a socialist system, luxury communism and the end of wage labour, and we're going to discuss being a public citizen. And more generally, we're going to provide social and political commentary on certain current affairs. We're also going to discuss areas of law, such as unfair and immoral laws that exist currently in the United Kingdom, what a legal system would look like in a socialist society, leasehold and property law as it exists currently in the United Kingdom, suggested legal changes in the UK to make it a fairer and more equitable place. We're also going to talk about a broader topic of human nature, which really underpins everything, because politics, law, society, history, all that is ultimately about the human being. And so we're going to discuss many aspects of human nature, and we're going to discuss things such as the real human diet. What is the real diet for humankind? We have to have one. What is that diet? Why a plant-based diet and lifestyle is the real diet for humankind on this planet. The causes of degenerative diseases such as heart disease, diabetes and cancer, and why our anatomy and physiology strongly suggests and supports that we are herbivore, not omnivore and not carnivore. We're also going to talk about human nature as it relates to sexual attraction and romantic attraction, dating in the modern world, what the human attraction system looks like. Is there such thing as lookism, incels, FA, TFL? We're going to look at some principles of science such as coinophilia and biological determinism. We're also going to look at inbuilt flaws of human nature. And we're going to look at, considering our human nature, what mode of social and economic interaction is best for our basic desires and needs. And similarly, we're going to explore morality and human nature. Now, a little bit about me. I've wanted to create this channel for a very, very long time because I feel strongly about all these issues. And I feel as though many people in Britain especially are not discussing and exploring these issues to the capacity that it requires. And I now feel the time is to do it. I'm still in my 20s and I have nothing to lose. Now, I have a normal 9-to-5 job. I graduated from university with a British Honours degree, but I work a normal 9-to-5 job like everyone else. But in my spare time, I think about and I write about all these subjects because they're important to me. And ultimately, whether you like it or not, everyone, being a human in this world, is affected by these issues. And so I want the channel to hopefully get more engagement and more people thinking about all these topics. So some of the things that I believe in, and which is going to be the cornerstone of this channel, is that I believe in an alternative economic system. I don't accept that capitalism, as it currently exists in the Western world, is the correct mode of social and economic integration, with the amount of inequality, injustice and waste that it causes. So I believe essentially in a socialist, communist, left libertarian economic order. I believe that this must be brought about, one that has democratic and common ownership of the means of production at its core, a system in which humans can exist and cooperate in a non-hierarchical and non-competitive manner, whereby wealth and access to the essential products of life, such as food, water and shelter, are provided in abundance and for free. I believe in a highly organised, participatory society whereby humans can freely associate without wage labour and without modern private companies operating for the profit motive. So it will be an advanced society whereby humans utilise robots and other forms of technology such that the exhaustive and rote and repetitive tasks that many humans have to do would be carried out by robots and non-human entities, so that we would have a significant amount of time to do creative things and leisure and not have to work anywhere near as much. In this society, we would be producing for use. We wouldn't be producing to simply sell the products for profit on a global market where millions of people have been socialising to believing that they need the latest product. We would be participating together and we would be democratically asking what we want to be produced. So it would, in many regards, be a planned economy to a large degree. This would mean we wouldn't have to produce anywhere near the amount of products that we have to produce now. So there would be nowhere near as much waste as there is currently. Some other beliefs that I hold is that I believe strongly in freedom of expression, and I'm opposed to limits on it, except in very narrow and very rare circumstances. I don't agree with current defamation law and other things like that. I think people should be able to hold opinions and say what they want within reason, unless they're citing violence and that kind of thing. I believe that really they should be able to say what they want and think what they want. I believe strongly in the statement, from each according to his ability, to each according to his needs. I think that very strongly sums up what all humans should believe in. I believe as well that humans in our natural state are not designed to eat meat and animal products. And I believe that we are essentially herbivores, not omnivores and not carnivores. And I believe that our natural diet, as eaten in the Eastern world, in developing nations, in many parts of Asia and India and Southeast Asia, where they live on high starch diets, I believe that that is the correct diet. A diet based around potatoes, beans, peas, lentils, rice, grains, and so forth. I believe that is our natural diet with fruits and vegetables. I don't agree in any capacity, and I fully believe the evidence overwhelmingly supports this diet, as opposed to the Western diet, where millions of people have their lives ripped apart because they choose to eat animal foods and refined foods such as oil, where they consume a toxic level of fat and cholesterol, essentially, which gives rise to all of these diseases, what's called the degenerative diseases, such as heart disease, diabetes and cancer, which are caused overwhelmingly because of the Western diet. In regards to human nature as well, I do believe that we have an attraction system that's another part of the brain that regulates, obviously, how we become sexually and romantic attracted to people. And I do believe that it is strongly hardwired into the brain. And that ultimately, the attraction system is biologically determined inside of us. We cannot choose who we like and who we don't like in terms of romantic attraction. And we're going to explore all that in future videos. I am a secular humanist. I reject religion. I'm tolerant of people who want to believe in religion, but I personally don't agree that it's truthful or has anything to offer. I think it would be better if we lived in an atheist world. I am, of course, an atheist. I don't believe there is a God or a creator, other than possibly some type of higher power, but I wouldn't call that a God. And lastly, some of the things that I'm fundamentally opposed to would be conservatism and right-wing politics, capitalism, having private companies own the means of production in a totally undemocratic fashion, corporatism and privatisation. I'm opposed to the Western diet, which is based around eating meat, dairy and oil. I'm opposed to political correctness, authoritarianism except where it can be justified, and fascism and nationalism. I hope that you're going to really enjoy these videos that I'm going to produce. I hope that it's going to spark a lot of debate and a lot of thought and discussion. So thanks a lot. If you can like, subscribe and comment, that'd be great. Thanks a lot.